Joining us now, he has a new movie out, Grace by Night, on Amazon Prime. He's conservative actor and former California resident Antonio Sabato Jr. Congratulations on your new movie, Antonio. Your reaction to this bombshell report out of the LA Times. It's a report of gross negligence, but it really is taking aim at Gavin Newsom and Democrats. They've been attacking Trump, though.
Yeah, no, listen, I used to live in California. Unfortunately, I don't anymore, but I love that state. And I think the Californians and American people deserve better. They deserve better representation and people actually who care, who actually love this country, who love the American people. I mean, that's a sanctuary state. So I say to Gavin Newsom and all his accomplices, I say, listen, let everybody come into your house who's just stranded on the street right now. You caused this problem. We have fires in California every single year. I had to protect my house where I used to live in Ventura County every single year throughout the years, not just in the summer. But they don't do anything about it. They tax you more for water. They tax you more for everything. Now the new tax in 2035 for the electric cars and so forth. I mean, Gavin Newsom, he destroyed the city of San Francisco, one of the most beautiful cities. Now the entire state is under fire. I mean, Los Angeles is completely burned, which is unfortunate because those people, friends of mine, I went to school at the Palisades. I went to school there. I love that high school, and I love the neighborhood. I love Los Angeles. But it's just unfortunate these people are voting for these people. These people get voted in, and they're supposed to take care of the American people. They're supposed to protect them, not tax them more, not allow the illegals to come in, not allow homelessness to take over, and not allow the city to burn and not have enough fire or firefighters or whatever the excuse is for that particular time. And, Malibu burned down. Now Palisades is burning down. Los Angeles will burn down.
The Palisade fire is still burning. Only about a third of it is still not contained. Their fires are burning in San Diego and Riverside County. Let's dig into the LA Times story. They're saying since 2013, LA County officials had asked for 36 critical upgrades and expansions of the LA region's water infrastructure. It was going to cost less than $57 million, but successive city and Democrat state administrations did absolutely nothing on any of those projects.
Listen, they raise, or at least they waste, $200 billion in California every year on homelessness alone. The streets over there are awful. Everything is falling apart. The Los Angeles airport is one of the worst ones ever, and it takes so long to fix that place up. And now Palisades is burned down. Now there's more fires going on. Now they have their excuses about the water. They have this. We're in 2025, and we're still listening to these people talk, and they get elected. They have so much money. Billions of dollars are being wasted. Instead of protecting the American people, fixing the road, making sure there's no illegals, they're making sure there's no homelessness, making sure that the people are not being taxed or overtaxed, making sure they have water, making sure they have police and firefighters. By the way, Los Angeles and California, you're paying so much taxes, and what are you getting back? What are you really getting back? Did you get back your neighborhoods? Did you get back your homes? And now they're talking about they started these fires. Who knows if it was like laser or anything like that? I mean, there's certain neighborhoods there's like home standing, and then there's 6, 7 homes or 10 homes down the road who are burning down to the ground. Like matches. I mean, like they were just burning down.
Show the mansions owned by celebrities that have been destroyed. It's including Sir Anthony Hopkins, Billy Crystal, Bella Hadid, Mel Gibson. So President Trump, he signed an executive order on his first day. He's saying, California, you got to reroute more water from Northern California's Sacramento, San Joaquin Delta to the rest of the state. I mean, that Palisades reservoir was empty for a year. But Gavin Newsom is pushing back and saying, well, Trump is wrong. Trump is just saying, get the water system fixed. It's been going on for years, more than a decade, this problem, if not back to 1960.
I hope that everybody in California remembers this day, really remembers what's going on for next time, for the next election, because we need people over there who really love California, who love the United States, who really want to protect the American people. I can't believe, now I hope that there's these celebrities who lost their homes. I lost my home in Italy to a fire. I know how it is.
Yeah, it's painful.
To lose everything to a fire, it's the worst thing that could ever happen to you. So I hope they stand together. And they demand Gavin Newsom to open everything, to allow President Trump, whatever ideas he has, let it all happen.
Yeah, just get it done. Antonio, congratulations on your new movie. Thanks for joining us tonight.